think I am live. Sorry, I do apologize. My computer, if you watched on my last stream, I was having issues with the camera flickering, um, particularly like my main webcam that's on my knitting. And Zahir was just sorting that out for me because it started going absolutely crazy again. And what we think it is because it was in the front port of the PC, so we've moved it to the back port, so hopefully we shouldn't get any of the flickering. So apologies for being a little bit late this afternoon. And I also got to say sorry because I didn't stream last night, and on Tuesday I said I was going to be streaming on Saturday night, and I just needed some time out. I've just been enjoying some family time, so I feel completely relaxed. For the last couple of days, I've just been chilling out, enjoying time with the family, and so yeah, so that's what I was doing. I'm just gonna see. Okay, my restream chat is working. I've got Claire Plant has come into YouTube chat and says Happy Easter. Well, Happy Easter to you too. I hope you're enjoying the lovely weather, or if you're getting lovely weather. We're getting some awesome weather up here, and I was really unsure about doing this stream, but then I thought, well, I'm only going to be on for about an hour, and then I can enjoy some more garden time because, well, along with the garden time, I'm actually trying to get some washing done. I'm just going to start knitting straight away because because I always end up chatting. Yeah, so I've been doing like it just feels like never ending washing. So that is what I'm taking full advantage of with this gorgeous weather, is getting through loads of washing and sticking it on the line in the garden. So that's pretty much what I've been doing the last couple of days, is like a bit of washing, hanging out with family. We had a bit of a barbecue yesterday, just me, Zahir and the girls, which was really nice. Really, really nice to kind of just chill out and relax. And yeah, we've got the rest of today, and I'm off work on Monday because we're closed on Monday again. So it's been like a really nice 4 days away from work, which has been awesome. I really do. I think it's kind of been what I've needed. Although we did pop into the office on Friday, just to get some work done. And I did say to Zahir, if he wants to pop in tomorrow, then we can pop into the office again tomorrow. But we're looking like we're probably going to take tomorrow off as well, and just go back to work from Tuesday. But obviously, I'm back at the surgery on Tuesday, and I do finish at lunchtime though, so we'll probably end up in the office at lunchtime. Zahir's popped into the chat as well. I thought you were playing Fortnite. I thought I interrupted your Fortnite play. Because he's just run upstairs to come and sort out my computer for the stream, which is good. I appreciate it. He he was like, "You're gonna get me. You're gonna lose me my points on Fortnite," because he's actually playing like I can't remember what he's playing. Some sort of thing where he loses points. Yeah, he's doing something like that on Fortnite, where he actually loses points. So he wasn't too happy that he had to come and help me sort that out. But yeah, I'm playing. This is on my phone. Oh, okay, fair enough. You are still playing. So were you still alive, or did you go back to a screen where you weren't? I'm guessing your character died in your game because you were just about to land. So I don't imagine someone would have seen you land and left you. Nice, easy points for someone coming across you. Like not playing. I didn't mean that like that. It's because like you were away from the game. That's how I meant that to sound. Yeah. So yeah, it's been really, really cool. We actually went to a boot sale yesterday. Not that we picked up much. So he's saying stream is looking good. Oh, that's good. I'm really glad because it was worrying me. The webcam kept flickering, so I'm glad it's looking okay. Um, but yeah, it's one of those where you just think, well, I was using the front port. Like I have my headphones in the front port. So it's like, I was dead when I got back. Yeah, I thought you may have been. Um, someone got some easy points. They got some easy points if you're not playing. Um, yeah, so we went to a boot sale yesterday. Um, didn't pick up a great deal. I think we spent more on the kids than we did like looking for stock really. Um, so that was it was a really lovely day. It was a really big boot sale as well. It was like absolutely like it was much bigger than we kind of expected it to be for a Saturday. We didn't go to a boot sale this morning, but I think we might pop to one tomorrow. I said, just got back from my first car boot of the year, now having a cup of tea and a crunchy Easter egg. That's what Easter's about. Well, not technically, but you know. But let us know what you picked up from the boot sale, if you picked up anything at all, Claire. That would be pretty cool to see. Yeah, we didn't go to a boot sale this morning though. I got up at about 8, half 8 this morning. Walked out, and I've just been, like I said, just been chilling, doing some washing. Like I'm on like my second or third load of washing, I think. Um, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to get through this washing by the end of this weekend, and then when I go back to work, it's going to be full again. It's like, as soon as you empty it, it feels like it's full again. So that is what I'm doing today. Just chilling out in the garden at some point. I don't know, I might clean up the conservatory a bit, because we were thinking about using the conservatory. Like that's where we used to have all our stock. And since moving it to the office, we're kind of like, deciding what we want to use the conservatory for. And because we both, at points in our life, been gaming, and now we do like obviously the streaming and things like that, we were thinking about using the conservatory for like a computer room, because it's a really nice room to use. It's like you open up the blinds and there's so much light that goes into that room. So we're kind of thinking along those lines of doing that. So I could do with cleaning the conservatory up a bit, and it does need a repaint, so I'm not going to get that done this weekend, but it does need a repaint, and then we can start moving furniture around and seeing what we want to do with it. But yeah, I don't know. We're still like, because we're thinking about having like a chill out room, like have a TV set up in there with like a games console and stuff like that. And then we were like, well, we use the PCs more than we would use like a games console. We've had games consoles before, and we don't really like game on consoles. Not since like the original Xbox 360. That's when we last gamed on like a console, really, I think. I'm not sure actually. I think that was the last time we gamed on a console, and then since then it's been like PC, and like obviously with YouTube and stuff like that, we stream using the PC. So I'm like, it would probably be better to use something that, like, to have it set up as something we're going to use, rather than not having like that. But yeah, no, that's what we're thinking about with that room. But yeah, I think it needs a good clean though. It needs a good dust, because as you can imagine, with the amount of stock that we had in there, it was messy when we started moving stock around and moving like the tables and things like that. So I did start it the other evening, like starting the clean up process, but I only got so far with it, so I do need to do that. I'm just gonna have to count for 2 seconds, because I'm on the road where I've got to do the pattern, so bear with me 2 seconds. so we need 19 stitches to start the pattern. Oops, I've gone through the wrong loop. Hang on, let me take that back. There we go. 19. Some branded women's clothes for £1 each. A large drawers poster in a frame for £5. My son's pinched that. I hate drawers. It's a family joke. Oh, that sounds like some cool pickups. I mean, ow, 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 ow. I'm just moving one of my legs. That sounds cool. I'm kind of, I kind of wish that we had gone today now, but I really, really needed the lie-in, if I'm honest. I don't get a chance, an opportunity to have a lie-in very often, and after being up at the boot sale early yesterday, we got up at like 5:30 to be at boot sale yesterday. I really just didn't fancy it today, and so we didn't go. But yeah. Um, Tell Z to get the brush out. I'm thinking big screen TV hooked up to PC, you would need a GTX 1080 to get good quality in an 80-inch screen. Get shopping kits. Well, thank you, Ryan. No, we spoke to you on Friday, didn't we, Ryan, about what we were thinking about doing with the room. But yeah, I think we will end up with like a gaming like setup, like a computer setup in the conservatory. But yeah, we we do need to get it sorted. We do need to get it sorted. Because the thing is, it's such a nice room not to be using, and like we've been so used to not using it other than just for stock, that now, like every evening I'm walking into there, and I'm like, particularly now when the sun's out and the blinds are open, and I just keep going and sit. Oh my goodness, this room is just like such an awesome room. I can't believe we haven't been able to use this. But yeah, that's the plan for the conservatory. So I am on knit 1 and knit 2. This is what we're doing. Okay, I'm probably going to go quiet through this bit because I've got to make sure, because I keep messing up on this pattern. Like I was knitting last night, and no, I think it was the other night, and I kept messing up, and I was like, why am I messing up? And it turned out I had too many stitches on my needles, and I sat there and I was like, well, why have I got too many? And then I realised at one point I had dropped a stitch, and then in the process of picking up a stitch, I'd actually picked up 2 stitches rather than the one stitch which I just was the only stitch that I dropped. And then so I had to kind of spend my time correcting that, which was really frustrating. And I've kind of kept messing up since then, which is not fun. I hate it when I mess up my knitting. I really I'm not a very patient person, believe it or not. And hang on, that was knit 2, and then, yeah. So I'm not a particularly patient person, so when it comes to unraveling knitting, I really get frustrated when I have to do it. And even when I get like these knots in the wool, see, this got caught round my microphone wire and like my headset, and now, yeah, there we go, get that knot out. Yeah, and so when it comes to having to unpick knitting and stuff like that, I just get so frustrated with it. I just hate it. It really annoys me, and frustrates me that I have to do it. But you know, when you're knitting, you do make mistakes, so occasionally you have to correct it. But I'm just not very patient when it comes to that stuff. I hate doing it. Say it's for the kids, and Sims, but really it's for you. No, it would definitely be like a setup. Like, I mean, I'm in two minds about having it set up downstairs because, particularly with streaming, like me and Zihir both like streaming, and if one of us is in there, the other one can't be. But then we don't stream at the same time anyway, so because of like obviously the internet issues and stuff like that, it will cause all kinds of problems if we were trying to stream at the same time. So So we don't tend to do that anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of protective of my my little space that I've created. And we've got someone over on Twitch, Lady Frenzy Wicked Truth. Hello there. Thank you for joining me over on Twitch. Um, Claire is saying I have to concentrate on knitting patterns. Can't watch TV, so those kind of projects take longer. See, yeah, I mean, I do need to concentrate when I'm knitting. Like even when I'm doing these streams, I really like talking and knitting at the same time. Um, I do find if the pattern is something that demands my concentration, I struggle with it. And then I find when I'm off stream, I have to kind of correct any mistakes. So this hasn't been too bad. It's just like I said, I've got two panels. I'll try and show you. So I've got two panels on the front of the jumper. But it's just important that I kind of place the panels correctly. So that's the bit that kind of takes my concentration, is like making sure I'm in the right place to start the pattern, because the pattern's fairly simple. It just repeats itself. Is it four or five times? Four times, I think it is. So it's not anything that takes too much concentration, because the pattern only repeats over three or four stitches. So it's not like anything that's too complicated, but when I get to that section I have to kind of concentrate, otherwise it does throw it out. And then I end up having to undo it, and I don't want to undo it. And Claire says you're coming on with the front piece. How much more? So on this section, before I start shaping the arms, I have got so according to my book, where I put the back in was 94 rows in total. So I've got about another 24 rows before I'm shaping the arms in. Yeah, so that's not too bad. I'm sure I'm working to the same point. I just had to correctly read the pattern. I was like, am I working to the same? Yes, I am. It's not any different, which is no surprise really. Let me just double check that I'm in the right place again. Yeah, 58. Okay, yeah. Ryan's saying, keep your own space. You spend enough time with Z. Oh, yeah, I know. We and the thing is, since having the office, we have been spending a lot more time together, which is quite funny, really. Not funny, but like it's been nice, but we do need our own space as well. So I'm kind of like, I'm not sure whether I suppose I am. I like the idea of using that room as a gaming kind of slash streaming kind of space, but then I'm like, I mean, it's nice now that we're starting to get the warmer weather, but in the winter that room does get cold. So I'm not 100% sure. And Lady Frenzy says, "How are you?" I'm good, thank you. How are you? I've not been up to too much today. I've just been at home chilling. It's a bank holiday weekend where we are. Well, it's Easter weekend, so I've had for me it's 4 day. It's a 4 day weekend because I finished work on Thursday and I don't go back till Tuesday, so I'm enjoying the weather and getting a chance to do a bit of washing and all that stuff really. I need to do knit two together, so knit two together is where I'm starting. I don't want that round there because it'll throw my pattern out. There we go. Knit two and then knit one. Hang on, knit two, isn't it? Knit two again. And I've gone, yeah, knit 2. Sorry, I'm gonna keep talking to myself here. Make me stay on track. Come on. Right, knit 2, knit 1. And the thing is, like, because it's kind of working the pattern backwards from the first panel, so that it kind of looks right. It's, yeah, I'm alright. I'm good. I'm still good. I keep wanting to move the yarn forward in the wrong place, because it's kind of the opposite of what I'm doing on the other side. So I should be on track here. 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 19. Yeah, so we are good with that row. I've only got, like, the thing is, it's only 2 rows of this that you have to kind of do the pattern. The rest of the pattern is kind of like the, you know, knit a row, purl row, which is cool. Oh, Easter here too. Oh, well, I hope you're having a good Easter. I'm good fixing lace, tat, and 3 rows. 3D. Oh, okay. Oh, don't apologise. My spelling is awful, and my grammar is awful, so I wouldn't worry. I'm not going to pick up on that, honestly. Don't stress. So we are now on our 4th row, which again is a pattern row where I have to work on the panels again. So just bear with me while I do these couple of rows, and I may go quiet again, but I'll try not to. My mouse is moving. You're gonna have to be over there, mouse. I'm hoping I'm keeping the work fairly in the centre of the screens. I am trying to keep track of that as well. But yeah, it looks like we fixed the flicker. I haven't noticed it flickering at all today, which is good. So it must have been my webcam being in one of the front panels, which is good. I'm glad the flicker has stopped, because we did think it was maybe the computer overheating, but Zahir checked it out before I started the live stream today, and he was like, your temperatures and everything are absolutely fine on the computer. I don't understand why it's flickering. And then he looked at where the webcam was, and he was like, maybe it's because it's in the front port. And I was like, oh, okay, fine, no problem, we can move that. So let me just 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Okay, so 19 we have again, and we are doing the 3rd row, but kind of doing it backwards again. So we're going to start off with the knit 2 together. There we go. The thing is, like, I'm trying not to kind of make my stitches too tight as well, because I've got a tendency to do that when it's a difficult part, because I'm kind of pulling at the wall a little bit tighter than I probably should. There we go. We are nearly there. And that should be it, shouldn't it? The last one should be the knit one, yeah. And then we are back doing our normal stuff. Oops. Hang on, I'm getting tangled up there. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. It's been really nice to be away from work, actually. I've really had some time to relax. I get quite stressed with work sometimes, and particularly because it was a bank holiday weekend. It was really hectic on Thursday, actually. Um, and yeah, I I got out of work half an hour late because one of the doctors needed to see a patient, which meant it just pushed things right back. You're sitting on my wall, Alfie. You're sitting on my wall. Are you going to move? You're not going to move, are you? He's like, you're talking to me. Of course I'm not going to move. Um, yeah, so I left work late on Thursday. Um, so it's really been nice not to have to go in for the last few days, really. Um, I need to book some holiday from work because I think I have been kind of it's, letting it go a little bit too long between my breaks from work. And I want to stay on top of that and make sure I'm getting regular breaks from work because it, it it does get stressful, particularly when we're short staffed. There is a lot of pressure, and they do ask you to cover like hours and things like that at work when we are short staffed, so and it just adds to the pressure really. But hopefully when we go back after the bank holiday, I mean this week when we go back on Tuesday, it will be a bit tough. um, but it's but that's just because we've been closed, so it will be a little bit um, it will be a little bit busy when we go back on Tuesday, but I'm only in the morning, so that's what I'm processing it like that. I'm only at work in the morning on Tuesday, so it's fine. Deal City has popped into the chat. Hello, Deal City. Hey, yo, always late to these, but we'll watch later. As they're great background in the background when listing. And I'm currently travelling back from Car Boot, which was closed, but went to charity shop. Oh no. Oh, that's a pain when you realise that it's closed on a car boot. I hope it wasn't too far away that you had to travel, because some of ours are like 30 or 40 minutes, and I would really hate for that to have gone there and gone, oh my goodness, it's closed. We didn't go to a boot sale this morning, but yes. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, I'm good. That's all good. I think I just have a quick count just to make sure I'm in the right place. Hang on, where are we? Where's the little? There we go. 2. Yeah, 58. Okay, that's cool. Alfie, you're gonna have to move because you're sitting on my wall. Move, move. Oh, you're such a pain, aren't you? There we go. He's like, well, it shouldn't be here. Why have you left it down here? It was clearly for me to lay on. Yeah, he's a little bit Alfie's a bit stubborn when it comes to laying on things, but it kept catching my wall. Antoinette Daly says, happy Easter everyone. Happy Easter to you too, Antoinette. And Catherine Reseller Graham, hi Becks and hi all. Thank you for popping in, Catherine. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying the Easter weekend. Are you getting some nice weather as well? I'm hoping it's nice everywhere. It's been really nice here. Really, really lovely warm weather. Hang on. Yes. And then it's just a single one, and then the knit 2 together with the yarn over. There we go. Trying to keep track of this pattern. This isn't like I said, it's not a difficult pattern to actually do. is that two there? Yeah, that's two. No, it's not. That's just the one. I've got to do the two now. There we go. See, I told you. This is why. This is why I end up messing up, because I sit there and I'm like, oh no, I'm on track, and then I go, no, I'm not. Definitely not. Right, now I'm good. Now I can just talk. That's fine. Um, okay. Well, thank you for that, Reclaim Property. Love is like a donut. Sometimes it is sweet and decadent, and sometimes it can be stout and flaky. Yes. Um, Catherine says, I am one of the. Am, am I one of the only people who don't like the sun? I love rain and cold, and snow, hate summer, so I will be moaning for the next few months. You are definitely not the only only one. My daughter doesn't like the sun either. She much prefers like the colder weather. She prefers to be able to wrap up warm, and um, all of that stuff. She hates it in the hot weather because she just, I don't know. I think it's because she struggles with cooling down, and so she'd much rather wrap up and have layers and layers because she can always feel warm, but she doesn't like it when it's hot. Um, Reclaim Property, is a jumper like a sweater? Yes, it is. It is, yes. Um, Actually, same here. I enjoy colder weather. Yeah, I think yeah, my daughter, she is, well, she's 16, and she much prefers colder weather than the warm weather. So she's the same. I mean, you know, she will wear like shorts and t-shirt and things like that, but she really does prefer being in her jeans, being able to have a t-shirt on, a jumper on, a scarf on, her coat on if she wants to, just to warm up. so so she likes that. Yeah, she does. So no, you're definitely not the only one, Catherine. um, my other daughter likes the summer weather though. She really does. I don't know. It's just there's something nice about it, I suppose. Then again, when I go on the dog walks in the morning, I don't really mind if it's sunny like this or whether it's over cloud and cloudy as well, because it's really just gorgeous going on the walk sometimes. So I do like the yeah. I I the love it when the sun's out, but yeah, quite 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 happy with other days as well. Um, oh yeah, getting cozy. Yep, cooling down is hard for me. So feel overly hot. Can even feel hot in winter. The sun gives me rage. See, I'm one of those that normally always feels cold. Like I feel cold like so quickly. Um, yeah, and I really do like being wrapped up. But in the summer, um, yeah, I wouldn't say I feel the cold. Yeah, I kind of I'm not great with temperatures. I don't think. Like normally I would, like this morning, right? The first time in absolutely ages that I didn't go out with a cardi, right? Like this morning I got up, I saw the sun was completely out, and I was just like, oh, it's going to be a bit chilly, and I was like, oh, I should grab a cardi, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to grab a cardi. So I actually just went out in my like my vest that I've got on and my skirt that I'm wearing, because it wasn't too late that I was walking. I was walking out at about it must have been about 9 by the time I'd had a coffee. I think it was about 9 o'clock, and so yeah, and the weather, like there was just like a nice breeze. It wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. It was just really nice. It just felt like a perfect temperature this morning. I'm probably gonna It's probably gonna be quite warm this afternoon. I'll try it. Although I want to enjoy time out in the garden, I am going to try not to be sitting out there for long. Like I said, I might work on the conservatory today, like cleaning it up. So, um, oh, Margaret Stewart's popped into YouTube. Hello, Margaret. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I'm only going to be here until 1 o'clock probably. I'm only going to do an hour stream. I missed my stream last night. I normally do stream on a Saturday night and not on a Sunday afternoon. I just felt really guilty that I didn't go on last night, and it was only the only reason I didn't come on last night was because I was just spending time with the family. So, and I did feel bad because I did say on Tuesday I was going to be there Saturday night, and I didn't. So I really, I did feel a bit guilty for not turning up last night and streaming. Catherine says, Acadia is all I wear in winter. I don't own a coat. Even in the snow, I can't wear a coat. Oh my goodness, that's just crazy. I'm guessing it's just because you feel like really quite warm. See, I'm the type of person in winter I have got like a number of layers on because I just feel cold like constantly. And it's quite funny because down south, obviously we get warmer weather down south. And when we moved up north, my husband was like, I'm not sure about this move because you're going to be complaining that you're cold all of the time. And I feel like I've really adjusted to the weather up here because it's only normally I wouldn't say there's a massive difference in temperature. It's normally just a couple of degrees out from down south, but yeah, it's yeah, he wasn't too sure, particularly with me because like in the winter I really do feel the cold, like really really badly. Um, but yeah. Margaret Shoot is saying the jumper is coming on. It will be finishing in. I'm guessing you're saying no time. Yeah, I've been knitting quite a lot, particularly in the evenings. Um, Lady Frenzy, thank you for the follow. Um, yeah, I've been knitting quite a lot in the evenings. I've been putting in probably about 2 or 3 hours each night into the jumper, so it it is going to be finished. I reckon by next weekend we could be looking at finishing the jumper. Um, just going on how much I've been knitting recently, I think we are going to be done pretty quickly with it because I've only got once I finish this section, then we've got the sleeves to go on to, but they're going to be short sleeved, they're not going to be long sleeves, so that's not going to take too long. And then obviously we've got like the neckline to do as well. So yeah, I reckon if it's not done by next weekend, it'll be like Tuesday. It'll be on the Tuesday stream that it'll be finished by. I can't see it going on for too much longer. It's not going to be like the scarf, which seemed like never ending. I mean, that was just ridiculous. The scarf just felt like I was going on forever. Catherine says, "Oh, I love a good northern winter. I'm in Manchester, so we get a good grey, cold few months." Oh, see, we are in Preston, so we're not far from Manchester. So your weather's going to be pretty similar to ours, isn't it? So yeah, it does get grey and wet. And cold in the winter months. Our first winter up here, we were actually quite surprised because it was actually quite a mild winter, and a lot of our neighbours said that as well. They were like, that winter was actually quite mild, but our first winter up here didn't feel that cold. But yeah, it's I don't think like I said, I think it's like a couple of degrees really difference between the north and the south sometimes. Apart from when the south, they last year their summer was crazy. They were hitting some crazy temperatures through summer. I mean, ours were pretty good up here, but theirs was just like they were getting into the 30s. I think in some places, particularly where I was from, like family was saying they were. One day it hit like 31 or 32, I think. Um, yes, very similar, about 45 minutes away. Yeah, um, yeah. I think we've only been into Manchester once or twice. There was an auction that we went to, like a toy auction that we went to in Manchester. Um, we were just picking up some stock really, and that's the only time we've really seen Manchester. We haven't made an effort to go again. But I keep promising the girls that we're going to take them to the Trafford Centre, um, because they enjoyed they like the Westfield, and like we had Blue Water as well down south, which was quite close to us, and so they want to go shopping at like a big kind of store, like you know oh, what am I trying to say? A shopping centre. That's the word. A big shopping centre. That's what they want to go. And we just haven't made the effort to go yet. But I'll definitely take them at some point. Um, and Margaret says, I'm in Scotland, so used to grey, dismal weather. Although it's been nice the last few days. Yeah, I mean I've I haven't checked the weather recently, so this weather kind of came as a surprise to me on Friday, and then when it was nice on Saturday, I was like, "Oh, this is really nice." And then obviously it's nice again today. So um, yeah, I think it's I uninstalled my weather app a while back, and I can't remember why I uninstalled it. I think I was having all kinds of problems with it, and then I thought, oh, I will reinstall it. Um, and then didn't end up reinstalling it. So yeah, it came as a surprise, this weather, to me, because I don't really watch the weather on the TV either. So I normally have like try and follow it on my phone. But yeah, it was nice. It's been a nice few days. Don't go at the weekend or school holidays or later than 11 a.m. It gets so busy. I bet it does. I bet it does. I bet it does get really, really busy. Um, but yeah. Catherine says, I think I need to move to Scotland or Iceland. Oh, yeah. It's meant to be nice until Tuesday. Oh, well, that'll be nice in time for going back to work. But the weather, we'll start seeing more and more of this sort of weather, won't we? So that'll be awesome. I don't know. I think it looks nice when it snows as well. We don't really get much snow up here though. I'm just checking out that, make sure I was still on track. Um, because I'm just getting back to my pattern, and I should have checked it earlier really, but it looks like we're okay. We're just gonna get into another row of pattern, so I will end up going quiet again, I know I will. Yeah, Alfie is like fast asleep on the floor down beside me, and like he gets. We're taking him on like little short walks at the moment, particularly with the warmer weather, because after 5 minutes of walking outside, he can be panting like anything. and I'm just like really conscious that, I don't want him to kind of get too hot. Um, so we've been just taking him on short little walks. Um, so, and the thing is, he does he does like sitting in the shade as well. So even when he goes outside in the garden, it'll only be out there like 5 or 10 minutes, and he has to go back inside because he's like, no, I've had enough. But he's sleeping on the floor next to me right now. I'm not sure if yeah, he's sleeping. I was gonna say, his eyes are closed, so he's definitely sleeping. Like sometimes he just lays there and he's like just listening. There we go. So we are on. So only another 20 rows before we start doing the decreasing and shaping of the arms. Catherine says, I used to love knitting with my gran. I only made one scarf, a United scarf. Had to keep saying in my head, in, round, through, off the entire time as I was driving myself insane. I love watching that. Oh, yeah. No, I do that though. When I get to a pattern, or particularly like when I'm sitting down watching TV and trying to knit, I will be. I talk the pattern through, and sometimes I actually say it out loud. So that's sometimes you'll hear me on stream do it because like I will do it. But I do talk myself through the pattern, like as a reminder of where I am at. Oh, I've just caught my headset. Hang on. There we go. I normally pull the wire across. I don't know why I haven't done it. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. It looks like SWLT2. What are you making? That's over on Twitch. So those of you that are new to my stream, I do stream on YouTube and on Twitch. SV it. Oh, okay, fine. And yeah, so I do stream on YouTube and Twitch. So I've got the chat on my screen all as one, so I can see both chats at the same time. So but it's okay. What is this easier for you? Okay, thank you. I wouldn't want to offend someone by calling them the wrong name or saying it how it isn't meant to be said. So yeah, I'm making a jumper. I'm following a I'll show you. It's a vintage pattern by Robin, and I'm going to be making the short-sleeved version. I've already done the back. We are on the front and working like the front pattern panels, so that is what I'm making, and my daughter has claimed this. My daughter has claimed this because I wasn't making it for anyone in particular, but because of the colour of the wall, she really loves like the bold kind of pattern, like the multicoloured wall that I'm knitting in, and she said to me, can I have it? And I was like, yeah, of course you can. So she has claimed this because it's coming up in a small size anyway, so I wanted to just try out the pattern, so I tried it in the smallest size possible and it will fit her. So I had a feeling she would want it anyway, so so she's claimed it. Like you did. Oh, okay. It's easy for my country people everywhere pronounce this way. Oh, okay. Should look nice when finished. Oh, thank you. I hope it does. I'm really liking the colouring. My husband chose the colours when we went shopping. He was like, go for something bold, because I was going to go for like a pastel kind of shade, and he was like, no, go for something a bit bolder. And I was like, all right then. And this is what we ended up choosing. But yeah, it's nice. I think it will look nice once it's done. The panels are coming along really, really nicely. Like, so I'm really happy with it. Now I am. Let me just count, make sure I'm in the right place. 18 stitches, so I need 19, and then we are all set to go. So, sorry, I will go quiet this bit. I'm really sorry. Oh, don't stretch it. There we go. And then the last bit is here. Okay, there we go. Cool. All done. Catherine says, it must be nice, must be satisfying making clothes for you and your family. I love it. I absolutely love it. I, although like I keep every so often stopping knitting, it has been more of a, I find it really relaxing, so that's why I kind of really, really enjoy it. And when I've got a lot on, I tend to kind of put my knitting down, and then, which is the wrong thing to do, because I know it relaxes me, so I really should kind of just try and keep going. And since I actually started to stream, actually, since I've been streaming, I've been really, really concentrating and allowing myself that time to actually knit. Whereas before, I would just like get stressed and then not do anything at all. At least now, I'm actually, you know, giving myself time to knit, basically. But I really enjoy knitting for the family. I mean, I normally do like them socks, and I've done them cardigans and jumpers and things like that. Have you made Z many jumpers? I have done. Well, I've made him one jumper. I don't think he has it anymore. He wore it quite a lot. um, I don't. Yeah, I really don't think he has it anymore. But yeah, and that was a few years ago that I knitted him a jumper. Um, but yeah, what's the hardest thing that you've made? I made a jumper for myself, which was a really, really hard pattern to follow, and it had like this really kind of like delicate like lace detail to it. I would say that's probably the hardest thing I've made, because even though it was a jumper, it was more to do with the pattern, and you had to concentrate throughout, because it was kind of like a diamond pattern, but it's really hard to explain. But there was a lot of like lace detail in it, so it was that was probably, oh, how many years ago was that? About 3 or 4 years ago now. I don't even have the jumper now, but it was definitely like one of the hardest knits I've done. Did he sell it? No, he didn't sell it. I don't know what happened to it actually. Um, but yeah, no, he didn't sell it. But he used to wear it quite a lot. I think it was kind of one of those, like, because he put on a bit of weight, so I think he kind of got rid of it when he put on weight. So I think that's what happened to it, which is fair enough. And the thing is, it like he asked me to kind of do things like ages ago. He wanted a jumper with like the Razor logo in it, and he really, really likes he really, really likes Razor products. So he was like, "Can you knit me a jumper with like the Razor kind of logo in it?" I was like, I'm not sure." Um, Margaret Stewart says, "Were you not tempted to use the knitting machine you got? Saw it on one of your Turing Mag streams, I think. Or do you prefer knitting with needles?" I was so tempted. Um, Thank you for the follow. SWLT2. Um, I appreciate I appreciate the follow. Yeah, I was so tempted to keep that machine, but I just don't have the space for it. If I've got a room for like my sewing and crochet and knitting, and although I technically do have this room, I would want the knitting machine like set up like constantly along with the sewing machine as well. So um, yeah, I was so tempted, but I did say to Zahir, I said once I have a space where I can have do like my crafts from, then definitely I would definitely want to do a knitting machine. I do like hand knitting, but yeah, I would love to do that. Uh, disassemb- Disassembled, or how it's called. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the pattern was, but it was really it was a lace detail. Need a bigger room? Yes, definitely. This room, um, this this room is actually like I don't know if you can see behind me, like that gap there. There's stairs that go up to my daughter's bedroom because she lives in the loft. she's she's got like the loft room, so we don't have a loft. The loft's been converted into a bedroom, and so this is kind of like a little space that it would have been originally been a bedroom, um, but a fairly kind of small boxed room. So the previous, well, our landlords who own the house, we rent from them. They converted the loft into a bedroom, and so this space is like more used as like a computer kind of room. The girls come and use this computer for gaming. Like Hannah, she loves playing The Sims. She's my oldest daughter, so and we kind of just share this space. Like I've got some of my knitting stuff over in the corner behind me here, and I don't have much under the stairs now actually, because I used to have like stock and stuff like that underneath the stairs, but since we moved that to the office space, then yeah, it's all yeah, we just kind of share this like little kind of study room, I suppose. But this might end up moving downstairs to the conservatory. We don't know. I don't know. It depends, because it's got to be a space where the girls use it as well, because they both use the computer. So I don't want to kind of move it if they're not going to be happy to use the space downstairs, because it's kind of a little bit away from everybody, and you can kind of get on and focus without too much interruption. And I think are we at the start of the pattern there? I'm just going to quickly count. I've just realised we've gotten to 1 o'clock, so once I finish this row off, I'm going to get off stream. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, 58. We are at 58. So yeah, so like I said, after this I am gonna finish the stream, so I'm just getting to the end of this row, because I normally only stay on for about an hour when I stream, so I don't tend to do much longer than an hour at the moment, and I think my husband wants to get on and stream some Fortnite, because he hasn't done that for a few days, or about a week actually, so he wants to do a bit of streaming today as well. So I kind of, we've got to share. We've got to share the internet. Hang on. Yep. Okay. Just trying to make sure I am keeping in pattern. There we go. And the 2 again. And then the 1. And then that should take us to 19 at the end. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, which is just going to be a knit. Yeah, so I'm really, really happy with how the jumper is coming along. Like I said, I'm hoping to be finished by the end of the week with this jumper, which would be really cool because it actually feels like it's been quite a fast project, but it hasn't necessarily been that fast because I have been knitting off stream. So like I'm only streaming here for an hour. And yeah, so what does he stream? He actually streams. My husband is actually only cool stuff in the Twitch stream. Oh no, it's okay, honey. I'm gonna get off now anyway because I've got to go sort the washing out anyway. So don't worry. Only cool stuff is my husband. He streams Fortnite, and he used to do a bit of FIFA, but he hasn't. He hasn't streamed FIFA for like a long, long time. But it's mainly Fortnite at the moment that he streams. So yeah. But anyway, I am gonna go. I'm at the end of my row. Let me mark it off on my screen. There we go. On my notepad, sorry. Everything is cool if you like it. That's true. That's why. That's why it's quite funny. Like his name, it does make me laugh. Only cool stuff because that's true. It's a very good point. Everything is cool if you like it. And he's actually said, good point. Anyway, thank you to everyone that's joined me this afternoon for this stream. I will be back Tuesday evening at my normal time of 7:30. Hopefully, like I said, we're going to be finishing this jumper by the weekend. If not, it'll be soon after. It'll be, if we don't finish it by the Saturday stream, we will probably be finishing it on the Tuesday. Catherine's saying, looking great. Nice chatting. We'll catch up with you again. Hope you have a lovely day, and hope everyone else is having a lovely weekend. I hope you enjoy whatever it is you're doing, whether it's relaxing with family, outsourcing, whatever you're doing. Hope you're enjoying your time, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.